legal advisor. Do you think he would have run in 2027 if he were still alive?
Over time, after the last election, he behaved in a way that suggested he will not run again. In very many ways.
How do you explain that?
Well, there are things you would expect him to do at a particular time and he's not doing them. There are ways you expect him to start speaking, he's not. Even when now we were discussing the documents that I was doing and what we were going to include, there are patterns or things he will say that show you that he's thinking this in a more long-term view and that he's not factoring himself as a candidate. And even in terms of interaction, Raila could be a very emotional person, and therefore he is not the kind of person who will get very close to you and then fight you tomorrow. So if you now check the kind of relationship he was already building with President Ruto and how they were talking and his own reactions to the things they were doing, you start having the feeling he does not intend to fight this guy. Otherwise he would not be opening, he was opening himself up, he would not be opening himself up to him that way.
Which documents, you talked about documents, which documents were you working on, especially when you knew he was about to run?
By that time you would already have started thinking about maybe a name, coalition name, and he would have started himself positioning himself politically with the masses. By this time, in every of his political whatever, he became quite rebellious and started pumping up. This is the time he started, we can say, pumping up the jam. He never did that throughout from 2022, 23.
And so
kind of just started totally slowing down and making no move to pump himself up.
So talking about timelines, how long before the election would he start doing these things to show that he is running, the signs that he is running?
First, almost immediately he would start something. 2013, immediately after the election, within a year we had started Okoa Kenya. He never left his masses without something to do. And he said you must keep his supporters active, you must keep them politically activated, so he would always get something to be done.